Picture a cold European landscape nearly 50,000 years ago. The winds sweep across icy plains. Mammoths roam, their breath steaming in the frigid air. In a cave nearby, firelight flickers against the stone walls. Families sit together, carving tools, sharing food, and telling stories. These are not early Homo sapiens. They are Neanderthals. For centuries, they were depicted as brutish and primitive. But modern research paints a very different picture. Neanderthals were skilled hunters, artists, and survivors who thrived across Europe and Western Asia for hundreds of thousands of years. Far from being an evolutionary dead end, they are part of us. Their genes live on in modern humans. Their culture shaped our story, and their extinction offers lessons about adaptation, survival, and what it truly means to be human. This is the hidden story of the Neanderthals, and what they teach us about ourselves. Neanderthals, or Homo neanderthalensis, appeared about 400,000 years ago. They evolved in Europe and Asia, adapting to Ice Age environments. Their bodies were stocky, with broad chests and strong limbs built for survival in the cold. For many years, Neanderthals were considered inferior to Homo sapiens. Early discoveries in the 19th century described them as bent, slow, and unintelligent. But those interpretations were shaped by bias rather than evidence. Today, scientists understand that Neanderthals were a distinct human species, closely related to us. Genetic studies show we share a common ancestor who lived about 600,000 years ago. They are not strangers from the past. They are part of the human family tree. And they deserve recognition as intelligent, capable beings who left a lasting legacy. Neanderthals lived during some of the harshest climates in Earth's history. Ice sheets advanced and retreated, reshaping landscapes and animal migrations. Despite these challenges, Neanderthals adapted with remarkable resilience. They were skilled hunters who used wooden spears, stone blades, and cooperative strategies to bring down massive animals like mammoths, bison, and rhinoceroses. They also gathered plants, nuts, and roots, creating a varied diet. Evidence from archaeological sites shows that they used fire to cook, cured hides for clothing, and constructed shelters. Their survival required intelligence, planning, and innovation. They were not primitive. They were masters of adaptation. For decades, scientists debated whether Neanderthals were capable of symbolic thought. The evidence now shows they were. Cave sites in Spain reveal abstract markings created by Neanderthals over 60,000 years ago. Shells painted with pigments and eagle talons shaped into ornaments suggest they practiced personal decoration. Burials at sites like Shanidar Cave in Iraq indicate they may have cared for the sick and honored the dead. One skeleton shows evidence of severe injuries healed long before death, suggesting compassion and group support. These discoveries challenge the myth of Neanderthals as dull or simple. They had minds capable of art, empathy, and perhaps even spiritual thought. About 60,000 years ago, modern humans began migrating out of Africa into territories where Neanderthals lived. For a time, the two species coexisted. What happened during these encounters is written in our DNA. Genetic research reveals that Homo sapiens and Neanderthals interbred. Today, people of European and Asian ancestry carry between 1% and 2% Neanderthal DNA. These genes influence our immune systems, our skin, and even how we respond to sunlight. Far from disappearing, Neanderthals live within us. Their legacy is written in our very cells. But within a few thousand years, Neanderthals vanished. Why? The extinction of Neanderthals remains one of the great mysteries of prehistory. Several theories exist, and the truth may involve all of them. One idea is competition. As modern humans spread, they may have had more advanced tools, broader social networks, and higher population numbers, giving them an advantage. Climate change also played a role. Rapid swings in temperature may have disrupted food supplies and habitats. Another factor may have been absorption rather than annihilation. Interbreeding meant that Neanderthal genes did not vanish. they blended into the Homo sapiens gene pool. The disappearance of Neanderthals is not a story of failure. It is a story of transformation, in which two human lineages became one. Studying Neanderthals is not just about the past. It is about understanding ourselves today. Their ability to survive in extreme environments shows the power of human adaptability. Their art and ornaments reveal a deep sense of meaning and creativity. Their care for the sick highlights compassion as an ancient human trait. The genetic inheritance they pass down influences our health and biology. Research suggests Neanderthal DNA may affect immunity, allergies, and even risk for certain diseases. In many ways, Neanderthals remind us that intelligence and humanity are not defined by one species alone. They broaden our understanding of what it means to be human. The breakthrough that transformed Neanderthal studies came with genetics. In 2010, scientists published the first draft of the Neanderthal genome. Sequencing ancient DNA revealed detailed connections between them and modern humans. This research showed interbreeding, migration patterns, and even hints about Neanderthal traits. For example, genes related to keratin may have influenced hair and skin, adapting humans to colder climates. New discoveries continue. Fragments of DNA in Siberian caves revealed not only Neanderthals, but also Denisovans, another mysterious human species. The story of human evolution is richer and more complex than ever imagined. Through genetic research, Neanderthals speak to us across time. What does the hidden story of Neanderthals mean for our future? First, it reminds us that human intelligence has many forms. Neanderthals thrived for hundreds of thousands of years with technology and culture suited to their world. Second, it shows that survival depends on cooperation and adaptability. In a changing climate, we face challenges not unlike theirs. Third, it highlights that our story is not isolated. We are part of a family tree of many human species, some of which still shape us today. In studying Neanderthals, we learn humility. We are not the only intelligent beings who walked the earth. But we are the ones who remain, and their story guides how we use our intelligence to shape the future. In caves across Europe and Asia, traces of Neanderthals remain. Stone tools, charcoal from ancient fires, bones marked with time. These fragments whisper of a people who were once our closest relatives. They were not brutish or simple. They were skilled, intelligent, and deeply human. Their legacy lives on in our DNA, in our imagination, and in our understanding of who we are. The hidden story of Neanderthals is a mirror. It shows us that humanity is not defined by technology alone, or by survival, but by creativity, compassion, and connection. This is the story of them, and it is also the story of us. If you enjoyed this exploration, subscribe for more journeys into science, discovery, and the hidden universe of human history.